Child, what is going on in Potomac? What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from V19 News. So I just did a video on Karen, okay? And the video on Karen was basically Kenya Moore making jokes about, when she was in prison, was she a top or a bottom? And she was referring to her bunk beds. But, it was also a play on exactly. And I talked about it, and Candy talked about it in her Amazon Live. And, it was a funny situation. She laughed it off, and we moved on.
Michelle Estelle says, how do you feel about what Kenya said about Karen Hooger? What did she say? Update me.
I don't know. She said that if she was inside, whether she was a top or a bottom.
Oh my goodness, I think it's funny.
I've always shown you love, and I'm your girl. So, bottom line, when you went to your jail cell at night, was it bunks that were side by side, or were they double bunks, like top and bottom? Because Karen, I need to know, are you a top or a bottom? What? I'm not trying to be shady. I just want to know, are you a top or a bottom, Karen? You can tell your girl, wink, wink, top or bottom. Just let the people know.
I don't understand why people take things so seriously sometimes. I mean, it's a joke. Like, you got to be able to laugh at yourself, right? Like, when she was in the inside, was she a top or bottom? That is hilarious, actually. I mean, come on, we know the Grand Dame wasn't doing any of that. Like, come on. She wasn't doing any of that, but it's okay to make a couple jokes.
That's the last time I talked about the Real Housewives of Potomac. In one of my videos I just uploaded, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should start reviewing the new season of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Maybe I'm going to give this season a chance. Well, when and if the season is already on air, that means they have filmed the season, things have been edited, and everything is all good. That doesn't mean the cameras cannot be picked up and new issues and information and things can't be added, especially if it's hot topic. So, in that video, I used, Karen in the video of a DUI and all of that. And now we have Dr. Wendy and her husband images added to the mugshots of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Every time I reference Dr. Wendy in any of my videos, I always reference her degrees. I'm on my Dr. Wendy-ish because I'm on degree number 5, okay? And so I always reference her that way. So to wake up to this headline right here and mugshots, I'm like, what is happening? So let's get into it, child. Let's see why this is all happening. Now, I do remember there was a burglary that happened. So let's just hope this has nothing to do with that or insurance fraud or things like that. So let's get into it. So in the article on TMZ, they have Dr. Wendy and her husband, Eddie, have been booked on criminal fraud charges. According to documents obtained by TMZ, the Real Housewives of Potomac star is facing 16 charges, including 7 felonies for allegedly making false or misleading info, fraud in excess of $300. Now, keyword excess, that means more than that. But most people saw $300 and it was like, oh my God, this is a setup. We can't wait for them to release a statement. $300, ain't no way. Absolutely not. I'm not believing this and all of that. But then you have to read the rest of the article. Okay, and then it continuing that she also faces 1 misdemeanor count of making a false statement to an officer. And then that the couple was booked Thursday night in, Westminster, Maryland. Now, here's the issue. The police are saying that the couple reported, I was right, a burglary in April last year. The couple claimed they found their bedroom ransacked after returning from a trip to Jamaica, okay? According to prosecution's bail recommendations documents obtained by TMZ, the couple reportedly told police several designer bags and jewelry had been stolen. Now, of course, this is all alleged, so I'm not going to even go there. But this is why all of this happened. Well, one of the many reasons why all of this happened. The couple reported bags and jewelry being stolen, right? But then Dr. Wendy was later caught in a social media post wearing a diamond ring she claimed was stolen. No, calm down, social media detectives. People could be like, what if it's an older picture and all of that? I guarantee you they investigated all of this before making this move, okay? So all we have to do is just wait to hear from them and let everything unfold. Additionally, investigation determined numerous items that was reported and claimed stolen had been purchased, then returned to the store. The documents indicated the couple had claimed a $450,000 personal property loss to an insurance company. This is the part that most of the blog pages left out. An insurance claim for $450,000. You know, that's the part that should be blasted. Not the $300. I understand the word says in excess of $300, meaning that that's the limit in order for you to, get arrested. But when you're filing a $450 insurance claim for property loss, but then before you report it, you went and returned some of those items and received full refund. Allegedly, we shall see how all of this unfold. I am waiting for statements and all of that. I'm sure there's a lot of things that they can't speak on legally because this is an ongoing investigation. And so we shall see. They do have young children and all of that. So, I'm keeping the both of them and their family lifted in my prayers because I'm sure this is devastating, especially, this right here publicly, even privately, this is embarrassing. But, before I jump to conclusion, like, oh my gosh, they did that and all of that, I'm going to continue to watch the story and, watch everything unfold and hear what they have to say. And then after that, I will do exactly what I did with the Karen case. She said she didn't do it, and at the time took zero accountability until I saw the evidence, watched the videos of her arrest and all of that, and I was like, girl, you did all of that? So I'm going to apply the same thing here and watch this story, unfold because it is still developing. I won't be back with a part 2 because you already know social media reaction and social media is on fire, so I'll be back with that. But for now, this is the latest out of Potomac. I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.